Hey guys, I wanted to take a few minutes and talk about one of my favorite things, the 80-20 rule. So some of you may have heard me say that like, oh, I'm following the 80-20 rule, or today this is my 20, or whatever it is. So I wanted to go more in depth about that and exactly what that means. So 80% of the time I am sticking to my containers and, sticking with my food plan. And then sometimes I'll have a 20 moment is what I call it, or a 20 meal or whatever it is. So it's kind of like a cheat meal or a cheat treat or something like that. But what I really like about the whole 80-20 rule is it's not every day. I don't have, a 20 treat or meal every single day. And I don't have like a 20 day. So for example, so this weekend we are going out of town and we're going to be doing some fall activities. And of course there are going to be treats involved. So what I do is when I have days like that, like I know, for example, if you go to a wedding or something like that, like obviously, the food is not going to be necessarily going along with your containers. Obviously you try to make the best choices that you can to go along with your containers. But then that wedding cake obviously is your 20, or that dessert is your 20. So for example, this weekend when we go and do our fall mountain fun weekend, I'm going to try to stick as closely as I can to my containers, for my meals, and then of course have, caramel apple or something like that here and, here and there throughout the weekend. So my whole weekend is not just like a complete and total bust, but I do allow myself those treats. The reason I do this is because it can become very obsessive and very unhealthy to be so strict about your diet all the time. And what I love about the 21 Day Fix or any of the Beachbody eating plans is that it is a lifestyle change. You are not on this strict diet where you're not eating things and you're not allowed to have things. So that is another reason why I love the 80-20 rule, is because that gives me leeway here and there to have, a treat or a meal that not necessarily, like we're going to the varsity or something. Obviously that doesn't fit in any of the containers. But it is okay because I'm not going to let that one meal ruin all of the work that I have been doing, or, all of the hard work I've been putting in to change my lifestyle of eating. So I wanted to share about that because we do have like the holidays coming up and lots of weddings and festivities that you'll be attending. And I don't want you to think that, oh my gosh, well, I can't have anything, like I'm not allowed, I'm on this diet. Well, first of all, you're not on a diet and you can have those things. It's just great to make really wise decisions ahead of time and around that event that you know that you're going to have a cheat meal or a cheat treat or something like that. So, this is what the beauty of this is once you get into this and this becomes part of your lifestyle and your routine, then you aren't tempted to have, cheat days and cheat weeks because you know that you can maintain this lifestyle of eating and you're allowed to give yourself treats. Sometimes mine is a Starbucks drink that's not almond milk. Sometimes I just want the regular old whatever it is they put in there and not do the almond milk. Sometimes I know I'm going to want a Krispy Kreme donut or, a Dunkin' Donuts, but I'm not going to let that ruin my whole day. I'm just going to allow myself to have that one treat and then move back on and get back on my, daily routine of eating normally and sticking to my containers. Another thing that people are like, oh, I'll just drink a lot of water and it'll equal it out. Well, that's not necessarily true. You should be drinking water all the time anyway. But let's for sake, you say you're going to go and have a treat or a cheat meal. Like maybe when you do order that meal that you don't order the soft drink, that you just order water with the cheat meal, things like that. So 80-20 rule is really just picking and choosing, times that that you really want to treat yourself to something that isn't so healthy, but getting right back on track of where you were. So I don't do 80-20 every day. I don't have a 20 snack or meal or treat every single day, but I do allow myself 1 or 2 a week. But I do plan ahead. If I know I've got something going on, in the weekend or later in the week, then I'll just be really conscious of sticking to my containers, so that I can enjoy that treat and not feel guilty about it. So I just wanted to give a little bit more details about the 80-20 rule and how that works for me. And, if you have any other questions or suggestions, please feel free to leave them below. But I just wanted to share that with you guys and just encourage you to, continue this lifestyle and this journey that you're on, because you're making major improvements in your health and your fitness and just your overall confidence and the way that you feel. And I don't want you to ruin it with upcoming holidays and festivities that are going on, because you are allowed to have those treats, just really make wise decisions around those treats. So I hope all of you, this was helpful to you. And if not, let me know how I can help you with this. And I will be more than happy to talk to you about it.